Hey, what's going on, everyone? So, welcome back to another episode of Tea Time with
the Tea Girls.
So, today we have a whole new setup. We thought that why not have some chicken wings? So, welcome to KEERA's dining room.
Yes, it's all my little humble abode.
So, for today's topic, I really wanted to dive into the type of men that we're into and the type of men who are into us.
All of them.
So, let's start by
digging in.
Yeah, digging in for sure. I need ranch. Oh my goodness, I thought I put here we go. Yeah, so
the white stuff is over there, sweetie.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. So what type of men do you like? Like what are the type of guys physically that you're attracted to?
Ripped, tall. I guess I shouldn't say that. No, honestly, before when I was like transitioning, like in the beginning, I love the muscle monkeys. You know,
like muscle monkeys.
Yes,
what is that?
Because they look like gorillas that go to the gym. You know, like the really big buff guys.
Okay.
That were from like
gym rats. I call them gym rats.
That were like from New York, Long Island, hot dogs, very that.
Okay.
But now I love dad bods.
What?
I do, right? Oh, it's so weird. I love dad bods. Like, I still want them to go to the gym, but like I need a lot of like fat on top of the muscle. Like thick almost, but not like fat.
Gotcha. And what about ethnicities? Are you into all the ethnicities?
All. I would say all. Most.
Which ones are you not? Asians? Blacks?
I do like Asians.
Really? Like Chinese?
Yes. I mean, if he's like Chinese and white, why not, right?
So he has to be mixed?
No, he doesn't have to, but like preferably if he was like a mixed race.
What is your favorite race to date?
Caucasian.
Yeah, me too. I would have to say. So for me, the type of guys that I like, I like gym bodies for sure. I love gym bodies. I love a guy who's ripped. I used to be into like the whole he must be above 6 feet tall, but as many of you might know, I'm married now. So
show that rock, sweetie.
She's married. But yeah, so like my husband's not 6 feet tall, and I'm glad that I made an exception.
This is my rock.
Oh, ain't nothing but a chicken wing. But yeah, so it used to be a thing for me. It's like I needed them to be at least 6 feet tall, and that was a big thing. Muscular, young and fit. That was my thing. And now,
the opposite.
Yeah, like now it's just like I feel like as I grew older, I really liked the older men. And when I grew older, I'm talking like after I was 25, 26. Then I was more into like the older men.
Yeah.
I wanted them to be like 30s, 40s, 50s.
70s was your max.
I did date a 70-year-old, believe it or not. Isn't that wild?
70 was her max.
I mean, yeah. You know what it is about older men though, is that they know what they want, they know who they are, they're not playing games, and that's what I really like, you know? So, yeah, like the type of men that I like now is older men for sure. I love older men, you know, we're talking 40s, 50s. That's my type. They must go to the gym, they must be financially secure. They must be financially secure. Like, I don't like a broke guy.
I mean, who wants a broke man? Who wants to take care of somebody?
Well, I want them to take care of me.
I mean, it's different. Roles reversed. I think we take care of each other. You know? Well, if I'm taking care of a man, he better do like pick up my dry cleaning. He better clean the house.
Okay.
I don't mind that, but like if I'm taking care of him and he's doing nothing,
So you wouldn't mind taking care of a guy?
but he would have to do like housework,
Also, he had to be a little bit.
pretty much.
Oh,
Yeah, my
look.
shirt. What does it say?
It says, I love submissive men. How many men out there are watching this that are submissive? Say I in the comments, please.
Are you a sub? Come on over.
Or are you a subscriber? So, what about in relationships? Okay, so once you find this, you know, the type of guy that you like or whatever, what are you a dom or are you a sub? Speaking of submissive.
Honestly, I would say I'm more dominant than I am submissive. Maybe it's because I haven't found the actual man to feel my feminine energy to make me like, oh, yeah. What do you want, baby? You want me to suck it?
Oh my God. I know what you're talking about though. I definitely know what you're talking about. Like for me, I'm the dominant one always. I've always been dominant. I love being dominant. I haven't met a guy that's been more dominant than me, but it works. Like with me and my husband, he's not a complete sub, but he's not completely dominant either. In my household, for example, he is dominant in certain things, and then I'm dominant in other things.
Like what? Give me something what he's more dominant in.
Okay, so when it comes down to decisions in where we're going, how we're getting there, how things are going to be done, how reservations are going to be made, where we're going to sit, like all of these different things, like daily things, he's definitely dominant. He directs it. He makes sure that things happen the certain ways. He makes sure that everything is paid for around the house. I have my income, he has his income, but he controls 100% of the income. I don't even want to control it at all.
Yeah.
Like, I just don't want to. I don't know. That's just me. So, and then I'm dominant in the way that, of the home. Like, when it comes down to things in the home.
You're very
like,
fixer-upper.
Correct. I'm very like, oh, this is going to get painted this way. This is going to get arranged this way. The couches that we're going to have, the art that we're going to have in the house. The people that we talk to, our friends, I control that. So like if I typically don't like someone, we usually have a conversation and we decide whether or not we're going to keep friends.
Oh, really? So you've done that before?
Oh yeah.
Really? So tell me a story about that. This is the first I've ever heard.
Well, you know,
Like what goes on? Be like, okay, just give me an example of what happened.
okay, so an example would be like where we hang around with a friend or he has a friend and it's not a good influence, then we usually will talk to each other and say, hey, just want to let you know that I don't think that this friend is a good influence and this is my opinion, this is why. But yeah. So.
Or are you like, I don't like her?
No. It'll be more like a conversation, like, oh, I don't think this person's a good influence for you. And then usually it'll be like, well, I don't care what you think. And then we just move on. But then we hang around with different people at different times. Usually that's kind of what happens. But now we're going totally off the subject. All right, so the type of men that I like to date are older men. I like them to be financially secure because I like them to take care of all the finances and all that kind of good stuff. Even if I have my own income, I want them to definitely control the income, you know? I want them to be able to have the bills paid, make sure that like life insurances and car insurances, home insurances and all that stuff is taken care of. But yeah, so for me, it's like he must look good. He must go to the gym. He must know how to control money. He must have a big chicken wing.
Oh.
It must be a big chicken wing.
Well, she's not staying.
I'm not saying much, but she's saying everything. I mean, it's like my rock, you know? I want like a big rock.
You want a big rock?
Big chicken wing.
You know, you are what we call size queen.
Yes.
Yes.
Definitely a size queen. So now, You want to hear an interesting fact about chicken now that we're eating chicken?
Yeah.
Did you know that there is more chicken at one given time in the world than there is people? There's about 2.3 chicken for every human being that's on Earth at any given time. Like right now, there's like 2.5 chickens for me, 2.5 chickens for you. Like that's how many chicken there is in the world. It's a lot, isn't it?
But a lot are getting fried daily, so.
Correct. And even
Still,
though that's the case,
God.
yeah. Interesting fact, huh?
Okay.
Oh, you want to know something else interesting about chickens?
Tell me.
When the little chicks are inside of the egg, the chickens talk to them. They go beep, 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 like into the egg, and then it chirps back.
No, it doesn't.
Yes.
Like if you're pregnant and you're talking to like a baby, kind of like that, really?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Oh, wow.
Isn't that interesting?
That's cool.
Mm-hmm. You got all the facts.
What did I say?
You said that you were hungry.
Oh, that's some chicken language right there.
That's right. Mm-hmm.
Oh. This is mine.
Oh, sorry. Is this yours?
Oh, you want some cheese?
I mean, you were hogging it, but...
Oh, it was hot. Have you had that yet?
No, not yet. Did you have one?
No, I'm not having that. That looks super hot.
No, it's pretty good.
Which one's hotter, this one or that one?
That one.
I smelled it. It smelled hot.
Yeah, this is pretty hot. Mukbang, honey. This is turning into a mukbang.
Look, bang.
Is it mukbang?
Well, mukbang.
I don't know. No,
We want to say it in like Korean. Mukbang. Or is it pronounced mukbang? Mukbang or mukbang?
I don't know.
I don't know. Either way, I feel like you understand.
Exactly.
You're the type. Oh, see, me, I leave some behind. Sometimes if it's like really veiny, like for this.
Okay, everybody. Okay, so are you chicken wing 1 or are you chicken wing 2?
Which one are you?
I mean, I feel like this one even still has more. Like,
Oh, here, do you want some? Oh my god.
thanks, but no. I don't want your leftovers. So, now, let's talk about a juicy subject.
Okay.
All right. You're a huge little superstar on Instagram, Twitch, and what are your platforms?
So I stream on all platforms. Click, KEERAKauai.com.
Okay. So, okay.
So that's Kick, Twitch, YouTube, Instagram, and X, which is Twitter.
So what kind of men slide into your DMs? Expose, girl. Tell us.
Honestly, the nerdy ones. And I'm like really attracted to the nerds.
Really?
Yeah. Like the nerds with the dad bods. But they have to be like cool nerds, not like the...
Okay, so what's a not cool nerd?
Pretty much a gamer that doesn't really shower and he just stinks. You
Ew.
know what I mean? And then there's the gamer with like tattoos that has a great career.
Okay, so tell me a little bit about that world because I have no idea about like that whole streaming and gaming and all of that. And careers. So there's people who make careers out of streaming and doing all of that, right?
Games. Basically what happens is you get brand deals. So let's just say I am playing this game. So each game that you play in intervals, like 5 minutes, you're playing the game. Here's a commercial, but it's like you're watching TV. TV, you pay for advertisement, right? Mm-hmm. So all those commercials that you see are people that pay the actual, like, the host that's on the TV or like the network, you know? So let's just say I was reached out by a girl. Did you eat the bone? She eats the bone and all. It's crunch. She's getting the marrow, honey.
Oh my God. Wow. I feel like I'm getting younger by the minute.
She's getting that bone marrow.
Okay, so there's people who actually make careers out of
Okay, you know
gaming.
the HelloFresh thing?
No.
The thing where it's like you order the food and then they send it to you, they deliver it, and then you
Okay.
just cook it. It has all the ingredients.
Okay.
It's called HelloFresh. Like my friend did a collab with HelloFresh and she promoted it and she made $7,000.
What?
Yes, just promoting HelloFresh.
You know what? Bailey Sarian, I don't know if you know who she is. She talks about like murder mystery and makeup. But anyway, she promotes HelloFresh a lot on her channel. But okay, so I want to get down to the down and dirty, which is like what kind of men hit you up on your DMs? Like, are you getting DMs like constantly every day? Are you like how many times a day? And who are these guys? Do you ever see if they have girlfriends or wives or anything like this?
Sometimes they're like posting with their girlfriend and their kid on their Instagram.
And what kind of messages do
And
they
they're like,
send you?
BB, you so sexy, except BB, you so SXY.
So Asians.
No, it's probably like
Indians?
I never really get that many Asians. It's mostly white men, white and like Indian guys. So I feel like those are scams though. But it's mostly white. White men are the ones.
And what do they say? Like, how do they start their conversations?
I actually just deleted a lot. Should we go through some? I really did delete a lot. Let's see.
Ooh, browsing the DMs with KEERA.
Okay, request.
Ready to ruin me?
Oh, there you go. Ready to ruin me. Okay, let's see this one. Oh no, that's a girl. I clicked on her already. Hello, beauty. You look amazing, KEERA.
Ooh.
Love your style. Marry me.
Is he married already?
Oh, let's see.
Let's go see.
It's usually private. See, most of the time these guys' profiles are private because they don't want you to see what's going on in their lives.
You know what I get? I get athletes.
Oh.
With like check marks and everything.
With a check mark, honey.
Yes.
Oh, yeah, like that one guy you just sent me.
Girl, I know. Can you believe that?
She loves the athletes, honey.
Like, I mean, honestly, I mean, I've been with athletes before. But yeah, it's wild. That's a wild world.
What's the craziest message you've gotten?
The craziest message? God.
Okay, let's talk about pre-marriage. Like, what's something crazy that you've done that somebody messaged you? Can we say it on here?
Oh, that's the thing, right? Like, I'm like,
Maybe not that crazy. Mild. Give me like level
Not
5.
that crazy is, I'll send you money.
That's not bad at all, though.
And I'm like, yeah, please do.
And then that's it.
I mean, yeah, pretty much, because I don't really entertain it.
And then once they send, they don't even ask to hang out with you?
Well, it's never gone that far. I've never had somebody actually send me money. I've had somebody drop off money at my house. Someone that I knew that was a submissive little bit.
Ooh. We
It's a
want that
secret.
tea. It's a secret. Okay, we'll just call him John. How did John come up to you? I
Well-
mean, you knew him, but...
So, I'm very, like, straightforward with things that oh, thanks, babe. I'm very straightforward with the way that I, like, talk when I'm, like, back in the day when I used to drink.
When she's horny.
No, like, you know, like, back in the day when I used to drink. It was, like, a little wild time. And I'm very, like, forward and, you know, anything can come out of my mouth. And during one of those drinking nights, I was talking about like a submissive man. I was talking about how I wanted to make guys my little bitch and stuff like this, right?
Someone started getting hard.
And yeah, and he pretty much was like, "Oh, were you serious about all that?" And I was like, "What?" And this was like the next day. He's like, "Oh, are you really serious about that?" And I'm like, about serious about what?" And he's like, explain to me all the things that he said. And I was like, "Well, yeah, but like, damn, I was so embarrassed." And he's like, "Oh, because like I'm a submissive and I'll do anything." And girl,
So in your head, you're like, I'll do anything?
exactly. I was like, anything,
Like, send me 1,000.
right? So yeah, pretty much I was like, "Okay, bring me money then." Bitch, he did.
No shit. I'm not even opening the door.
Yeah, and I was just like, wow.
Leave it there. And he did, and he left, and that was it.
Pretty much. So, what's the longest relationship you've ever had?
For like 4 years, 4.5.
And in that 4.5 year relationship, was the guy into trans girls before you or no?
No, I don't think I've dated a guy that stayed with a I know they've like hooked up with maybe one or two in the past, but in a relationship, they just saw them as like,
A toy.
yeah, like even just like any other girl. You know what I mean? Like one of them was said that he slept with one, but the girl didn't tell him because she was like, she's like, turn off the lights. Turn off the lights. And she was pre-op, right? And what happened was he had to like, after he came, like,
He didn't touch nothing?
no, he didn't touch nothing. But I was like, how do you not know?
How do you not touch something? Like,
Yeah.
I've never, like...
She was on her stomach.
Ooh, it's that stomach move,
Yeah.
boys. Watch out for that stomach move.
She was on her stomach.
No.
But so as soon as he came, like he had to turn on the light and she like moved to the side a little bit and she was so hard.
Are you sighing?
Yeah, he rushed to the bathroom.
And did he get mad or was he even more turned on?
No, he didn't get turned on. He came and he was just like, he didn't say anything. He just put his clothes on and left.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God. And the guy told you this or the girl told you this?
The guy told me this because this is the guy that I dated.
Oh.
And he was like, oh, you know, like, she never, I didn't get any, she never told me.
And do you think, okay, girl, you knowing how many girls are actually passable and how many girls are not, you really think this guy didn't know?
But they went out to a bar before and they got drunk.
So you think it was alcohol?
Well, yeah, you know how alcohol plays, girl. Like you'll do
yeah.
anything on alcohol.
That's true.
So
remember that one time? Remember that one time between me and you?
Comment below if you want to know.
They want to know about the one time. Alcohol will do it to you. Ooh. Okay, so...
Story time.
I know, right? Ooh. So, okay. What do you think about men who want to be with trans girls? Do you... What? What's that?
I'm on my 7th wing.
Oh my God. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Oh, okay.
Is that what we were doing? So, what do you call it? What do you think about men who are actually like want to be with a trans girl? Do you think it's a fetish?
Yeah, I think so. Like if they purposely know that this girl has
What if she doesn't have a dick? And what if she has a vagina? But she still wants her to be like trans.
But I mean, that's the thing though. Does the guy look for the trans or is it in a situation where the guy didn't know?
No, like when guys are interested in trans girls, because, okay, do you believe that there's a huge difference between genetic females and trans women? Like, is there a difference? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, besides, like, let's say the trans girl is like passable and gorgeous and everything, right? She got everything done.
Except for the bottom.
No, the bottom's done too.
Oh,
Do you think that there's going to be a difference between like the character, the way that she feels, the way that she thinks? Like, there's still going to be like masculine things, or do you think like you could be trans and not be masculine at all? Like, you could be considered female, for example, or do you think that it's like females are the same as trans women? Like, do you think it's the same?
not the same 100%, but there's definitely, you wouldn't be able to tell.
So how much percentage do you think trans women are to females?
I don't
Even the
know.
most passable one.
I don't know. I feel like you can't say a percentage.
So you don't think that you could say like, oh, 90% or like...
Even the most passable, comparing them to a female. See, but I don't think about those things because they look female to me. So I don't think about that she's trans and how she's so much like a woman.
Do you think that being a woman is a mental thing, or do you think being a woman is a physical look thing?
I think it's both. I think being a woman embodies womanly features. Like, you can't be like a Bob Joe quarterback beard and be like, I am a true woman and that's all that matters. You need to at least try to look the part. Put something into it.
All right.
If you're really conditioned and you were born mentally saying, I'm a woman, I feel as I'm a woman, you should know that women don't have beards. They don't have hairy backs. I mean, you never know. But still, for the most part, women wear dresses, they wear skirts, they wear pants, they wear it all. But still, when you think of a woman, you think skirts, you think pretty things and girly things. You don't think of chainsawing a freaking 90-foot tree and say, oh, that's a very womanly thing.
So what do you think about trans women that don't consider themselves male at all?
Honestly, I've actually had this experience just recently where I was going to tell you that, maybe I shouldn't say it, girl.
What?
I just don't want to expose them.
Okay.
It's okay. We're not going to say a name.
Yeah, don't say names.
We'll just say Trans A. Trans
There's
A.
a trans girl.
Yeah. And she's very sensitive, you know, to like, she's traumatized. And I'm sure there's other girls like this too. And she doesn't like people. You know, she's very to herself. She used to kiki, she used to party, but she doesn't like how, you know how like when we jab at each other, like, oh, wow, you a man. You looking like a brick. You know what I mean? Like, we don't mean it. That's just our humor. And we're just joking around. You know, we know where we came from. You get what I'm saying? But there are girls that want to be so stealth that they're like, oh, I don't like that shady, tranny shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I get it because we were built like that. Like, people would always talk shit about us, but then it's like to get it from another girl that is the same as you and doing the jabs, be like, oh, girl, little beach fuzz there. You need to shave. You got to shave, girl. You know what I mean? Like those little jabs. So I see it where she's coming from.
Yeah.
So just things like that, and how she's just like, I'm a cis woman, and she's living that life where.
But I mean, in reality, it's not. Though.
Exactly.
In reality, you're not going to be a cis woman. Cis. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the thing, though, is no matter how passable you are, no matter how beautiful you are, no matter how many surgeries, no matter how many hormones, no matter what, you will always be male. And
that's what I wanted to tell you. I was talking to my friend earlier today, And I was like, I was telling about the situation, and I go, Naiah made me realize that I am proud to be a trans woman.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, obviously we're not talking about Blair, but she's like to the far extent of I'm a man. You know what I mean? She's just a man. So I'm not to that extent, but I'm proud to be like, I am a trans woman. I have nothing to hide. Like, obviously we're not walking around trans, man. I'm a man. I'm a man. No, we don't go walking around. But if somebody were to ask, I'm like, yeah, I am, you know, or that's why I have the
Like, there's
YouTube.
no shame.
There's
in
no
the
shame.
game.
But before I was like, oh, girl, he's going to clock. He's going to clock. Oh my God. Oh my God.
They're gonna find out about.
They're going
me.
to find out. Oh my God. I have a history. Oh my gosh. All my Pornhub stuff. Oh my God. You know what I mean? So,
You know what's funny that you bring this up is that I used to live in fear. I used to live in that fear, and I'm gonna tell you something. Deep down inside, you know you will always be male, and no matter what you do to yourself, you will always be male. Like, you will always be male, and the reality of that scares people like that don't want to come out, that don't want to live their truth. And I'm gonna tell you what kind of agony they live in. I know that people who are not out with themselves and accept themselves as being trans, they will always live in this like world of, oh my God, what's gonna happen to me when they find out? Always and forever.
well,
Always and forever. That's gonna be your life. And that is not a healthy way to live. Like, imagine the fear of just knowing, like, oh, when they find out, what are they gonna say about me? And versus like, it's kind of like being in high school, right? When you're in high school and people are like picking at you and picking at you and picking at you, and they're like, oh, you're gay, you're trans, you're all of this stuff, right? And you're like, okay, I am. Okay, I am. Yes, I'm gay. Yes, I'm a hoe. Yes, I did whatever. Like, yes, and? Yes, and? Where does it go from there, right? Where does it go when you accept it and say, yes, and? It doesn't go anywhere. So, I mean, my person. Oh, cheers. Clink, bitch. But my opinion about, you know, trans women that choose to live their life stealth, I respect it.
Yeah,
but at
100%.
the end of the day, I feel that it's very ungenuine for the people around them, in the sense of like the men they date, the people that think you are one person and you're really not. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
yeah, I
like,
mean, it's one thing to be like, you won't tell them till later, and there's another thing to not tell them ever.
yeah. Like, can you imagine having to fake a period because you want to carry tampons around in your purse all day long because you're like, oh, I have to fake that I'm on my period. Oh, I have to make a lie up that I have cramps. Oh, I have to make up. Like, imagine where the lie stops.
That was very pre-op days, though.
Right. I know, me too. I would carry tampons.
Yeah,
So when girls would ask me, I'm like, oh, yes,
I got you. Mind you, it's like from 4 years ago. They're like, you haven't seen. They're like, how old is this girl?
They didn't even make them anymore.
Her expiration, 2019.
Wait, do they expire?
I don't know. I don't even know that. But it was like, I remember pulling one out, and she looked at it. She was like, girl, how long have you had this?
And you're like, I don't know. I haven't had a period.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my God. But, you know, that's the thing about the trans women who don't consider themselves trans women and aren't proud about it. I think it's a pretty sad situation to live in. I mean, honestly.
No, I get it. I definitely feel more free.
Right?
I do. It feels very liberating. You know, like I feel more at peace with myself. It's like, it makes me feel like I knew who I am. So I have you to thank me for that. Seeing all your videos.
I had no idea.
Oh, okay. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
It really was. I'm like, you know what? Because I'm like, we look good. Well, why are we ashamed?
Yeah.
Why am I ashamed?
Yeah, no, I get what you mean. Yeah, I had this friend who was like...
And I have a bomb personality. It's not just we look good, okay? This is not a physical thing.
Yeah, no, and it honestly feels so good and liberating. It really does. It's crazy because, like, after you go out and just live your life, you're like, Whether they know or not doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's about how you accept and love yourself, for sure.
If you don't love yourself, how the hell you gonna love somebody else?
Exactly. No, I have a guy friend who loves the girls. The girls. Yeah, girl. He loves the girls, and he says that he just wants to date trans women because of the way the mentality is. He says that there is a huge difference. That's why I was talking about it, because like with him, he said that trans women are very strong in character. Like there's a character strong trait. Like for example, most females, as dominant as they try to be, they don't have that strength of a personality.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like when he said this, I was like, I mean, and I was like, okay, he's right. I feel like most trans women, no matter if they're like all like, they try to be whatever, they're still dominant. Like that dominance.
Because we've gone through.
Exactly.
And we know what it's like to be a man.
Period. I mean, yeah. Pretty much.
I mean, we can see both sides. That's why when I talk to guys, they're like, oh my God, like, you can understand me. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, oh, really? Like, it's almost like you were a dude.
And this is from someone that didn't know.
Yeah.
I
was like, oh my gosh, like, how do you understand all of this? You know the way men think.
And what did you say?
You didn't put two and two together, you know?
Yeah, you know what? I've had the same thing.
Yeah.
I remember I met this guy, and I used to hang out with him all the time. And I never slept with him because I was always just very respectful of, I don't want to sleep with him until he knows. And I could tell that he really loved me. Like, he really loved me, and he was so into me. And he was like, he goes, I love your personality. Like, you're like
that was your friend, right?
No, not that one. There was another guy.
The same one. Oh, God.
No, it's another one. Yeah.
She's a hoe.
No, I just had a lot of guy friends.
Ooh,
but
she's passed around, honey, like a bus.
She took all the routes. No, so yeah, this other guy, like, no, I remember, great guy, and he would tell me that my personality type was very like a man. And
it still is, girl.
Really?
Yeah. I mean, you are alpha.
I know.
What
right?
woman is an alpha?
I know.
Naturally.
I mean, I just can't stop being a man. Unfortunately.
You'll never leave it.
I mean, whatever. It is what it is. I'm always going to be a man, I guess. That's
You better call Blair.
That's it. I guess me and Blair are going to hang out.
Yeah.
I'm going to hit her up.
Next episode, Blair's here. With her gun.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. I love it. No, you know what? I'm a huge fan of Blair overall. I feel like Blair is this trailblazer that just goes and says it how she feels it. I do believe that she's an extreme. I do believe that she's like on an extreme side of things. I feel like, you know, it's kind of like the Republicans and the Democrats, of how that you could be a little too much Democrat and a little too much Republican.
Is Democrat the left side or the right side?
Left, I believe. Yes, left. Democrats are left. And the right is
Republican? Are you sure?
I think so.
I feel like she's very left. I thought left is, comment below, is left demo, right Republican, or is it vice versa?
I think the right is Republican. I don't. Let's Google it. Google it.
Hold on. Let's see.
So speaking of submissive men, about your...
Is right Republican? Okay, hold on. Oh, right is... Hold on.
Right?
Right Republican.
Two men. Google right is Republican.
Oh my gosh, I cannot. Oh. What is right-wing Republican?
See, right-wing Republican. It's, yeah.
Freedom. Oh, okay, so left is Dem.
Yeah. See,
Okay,
I told you.
Okay, she knows. Right-leaning. Okay, right. I mean, I go for right, too.
I mean, the thing is,
I mean, when Obama, I was Democrat, but now with the decisions, what's going on with my business, all of it.
I mean, obviously, the whole like thing about Republicans, Democrats. What I was mentioning about with Blair is, I feel like she's very like I was mentioning the parties, because you know how there could be a little too left and a little too right. I feel like she's a little too out there with her beliefs and things. But at the end of the day, I feel like when you have that kind of conviction of what you believe in, that's what makes you who you are.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, I in a way agree with her, because she had said in one of her videos, she had said, "Oh, trans women are just a different kind of man," and
Alright.
I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't disagree.
if being a man is being male, then yeah, because I mean, we're always going to be male no matter what.
Exactly. We're in the middle. I would just say we're in the middle. We're a cross between two.
Exactly. So which
That-
part would you say that is female for you?
That's very hard.
For me, my feminine side.
No. Everything but her feminine side. The way she looks is the only thing that's making
I
her
think
female.
so. You want to know something? I feel like my looks are the only feminine thing about me.
Yeah.
Like, I feel like me and my character is very strong. The things that I like to do, like, I like to be outside and doing concrete.
Yeah.
And
I mean, there are women like that, but it's just not how we were how women are raised. You know what I mean? Like,
what do you think about females or women being
a top.
yeah, what do you think about women who are tops?
Like Peggy Sue. Honestly, lesbians do it all the time.
Ooh.
Oh,
So
see, that's like out of my world. I don't know anything about lesbians.
have you ever been a lesbian? Would you question. Okay, here's a hot burning question. Do you believe that trans women, okay, and we're talking about, let's just say post-op, let's take it all the way. Let's say a post-op trans woman that dates a female woman. Do you think that the trans woman's considered lesbian?
Wait, are we talking about Gigi Gorgeous?
What? I don't, what about her?
Because she is, what do you call it? She's trans, right?
Okay.
And she is dating a woman that is a very butch queen, like a very tomboy.
Okay.
So is she straight?
Yeah, would you, okay, so
Or is she, or
would
do
you consider that
her
lesbian? Yeah, what's your opinion? Do you believe that a trans woman can be a lesbian, or can only a female?
Transbian, maybe transbian.
Transbian?
Maybe, yeah.
Transbian, I like that. I've never heard of that before. Did you
Yeah.
just invent it?
Yeah, transbian. Yeah. Oh, copyright.
That's it. She said it first. No, but do you believe that only females could be lesbians? Or do you believe that a genetic male, like a trans woman
I
that
don't
dates
think
women?
no, because the whole thing of being lesbian to me is being biologically a woman that likes another biological woman.
So lesbian is just genetic, female.
That's what I think. I mean, I can't see it's just too many layers. It's like, okay, well, I am trans, but I also like a woman that's going under transition. So it's like, what is that? You know what I mean? Like, it's too many steps, girl.
It gets confusing.
Yeah, it gets too confusing.
So then what do you think about biological men, you know, like that dresses like a man, that's a man, a male, that dates a trans woman like us? Do you think that they're being gay because we're both male? Or do you think it's like a certain type of bisexual?
I would say bisexual. Yeah.
So you don't think a man who dates a trans woman, whether she's post-op or pre-op or anything, is straight?
No, yeah, exactly. I think they have bisexual tendencies. Or maybe, you know, it's like they may not like it until you've tried it.
Do you think that there's a line to be drawn somewhere? Like, do you think that the line can be drawn? I just saw a video of this girl saying that men who date a trans women are perverts because
I know date trans women are
yeah,
perverts.
yeah, because she's saying that where do they draw the line? Like if they're not only dating females, that at that point that they're dating men who are pretending to be women, and then where does it go? Like it's because they have perversions in their
Oh
mind.
yeah, 100%. So to me, if a straight male didn't know someone was trans and liked them for who they are, that's a different story than a man that actively goes on a trans website and is looking for somebody that's pre-op. You get what I'm saying? Those are the people that are, to me, in the head. They
Like they have like
yeah, they have an issue. Like those are the people that see trans people as a fetish or just like a one pump and dump thing. But that's why girls that are in sex work are trying to capitalize off that instead of being used. Let me make some money.
exactly. I mean, I did when I was dancing, girl. Ooh, girl. I made so much money. And you know what?
She bought a house.
It's right. She bought a house, a car, a truck, a motorcycle.
All of it.
Girl, all of
Cabinets.
it all came from there. It's crazy. Well, no, the cabinets was recent. My husband bought those for me.